Big 12 Radio, this is Big 12 Today here at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, talking K-State hoops with Jerome Tang, King McClure, Ari Temkin. King, I'm going to let you start it off because this is your former coach.
One of my favorite people in this world. Coach, what are the vibes now with the team? New roster. You have, in your words, some dudes this year, some real dudes. What's the vibes right now around Manhattan?
No, man, we're feeling great about our team. Not just because they're good players, but their approach to basketball. I mean, they have a very mature approach to basketball. They show up every day, and they put in work. They have a high care factor. Like Coach Ream says all the time to me that this team spends more time together away from basketball than any team we've had before. And so they built that chemistry, and you can see it. And the closer we're getting to, they're in that stage right now where they're tired of hitting each other.
Yeah.
So
ready to hit somebody else.
Yeah. The closer we get to the game, but they keep grinding, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to see the ups. I'm excited to face adversity. I'm excited to see the downs because I know they're gonna handle things the right way, and all of that happens during the season. But looking forward to doing it with these guys.
It's crazy to think of how much different the sport is than when you were at Baylor and as an assistant. And I mean, it's like the season ends and it's like, okay, let's build a roster. I mean, just talk about the difficulty involved in that. Of like the season's over and now basically I've lost my entire roster.
Yeah, what it made me do last year was evaluate what it is that I was lacking in my leadership and in our program that we needed, and try to fill those voids because I have to spend so much time with roster management and fundraising,
not coaching,
everything else. Yeah, there's not a lot of time for basketball. That part of it, and the part that we love the most, right? And so I was blessed to be able to get Matt Driscoll and from North Florida, and Coach Driscoll and I were together at Baylor for 6 years, and then Bill Peterson, who he was at Denver, but he came and we were at Baylor together for 5 years. Also, and in that 5-year stretch, we won 2 Big 12 championships and the national championship. And Coach Driscoll is like just passionate about offense, right? And he knows exactly what he wants it to look like, and he teaches it in a way that you can take a new group, put them together, and they can understand it because it's simple. His thing is simple is sophisticated. And Bill Peterson is the best player development guy I've ever been around.
I still have nightmares about his workouts already.
He is so passionate about player development, guys getting better every single day and fighting for time to work with them individually. And so it gives us this great balance because I feel like I can teach defense as well as anybody in the country and make it simple and get guys to understand exactly what we want to happen. And so being able to add those guys to the staff that I already had, that's allowed this roster turnover to be a little smoother. And if this is the way college basketball is going, man, I'm ready for it. I'll embrace it. I love it. Let's go. Hopefully we can put some parameters in place that will allow guys to, us to be able to hold guys for a little longer, guys to be able to make commitments to stay a little bit longer.
Yeah.
100%. Coach, to me it seems like one of the emphasis that you had in the offseason was to add a winning culture to your staff. When you look at Driscoll understands how it is to win. Bill Peterson, same thing. Mark Vital, national champion. To me, it just seems like, number one, you went to go get the former Baylor guys. and number two, it seemed like you just wanted winning everywhere, right? You've done it, Reem has done it, but you just wanted to have a winning culture in all of your staff. Is that something that you actually thought about going into this year?
Yeah, it wasn't just winning. It was, knowing what we needed, right? I wanted guys that could help me take the program where we wanted to go because, I spent a lot of time trying to help my guys because I had younger assistants who wanted to be head coaches. I was spending a lot of time trying to help them get to where they wanted to go. I need to have a balance of some people there helping us get where we
today.
Today. And so that, and totally. I can't do everything, so you got to have some guys that you trust. Trust is a big thing, man, and being able to know that that Coach Driscoll has my back, Coach Peterson has my back, and not that it wasn't the same way with other people. I needed some older guys, and some guys who could look me in the eyes and say, "Man, you're screwing up. You need to do something different." And so that was important.
What do you think of the zone defense? I'm going to ask every coach in the Big 12 their thoughts on zone defense.
Yeah, man. Well, we played zone for a long time at Baylor, and we were really successful doing it. And,
the no middle.
Well, it wasn't.
Is that an oversimplification of it?
Yeah. It was. There's some morphing of the zone based on the alignment to the off. So
I used to hate that.
We were really good at it. And,
Yes.
Now, because groups are newer, right? Coaches aren't spending a lot of time on zone offense, so early in the year, the zone can be really effective.
It's kind of funny because the one team I remember used to always pick us apart was Kansas State in the zone. With Dean Wade in that short corner,
Yeah.
they used to pick us apart. We had no answers for them on that zone.
Yeah.
Maybe because we weren't moving fast enough.
No, I think their alignment bothers
Yeah.
that zone. There's a certain alignment that does. So you got to have some different answers.
Yeah.
And Kim Mulkey used to come and practice all the time. And Tang. Till y'all start playing man-to-man, you ain't going to win a national championship. That's what she'd say. Only 2 teams ever won national championship playing zone. Syracuse, they had Carmelo Anthony, and Texas Tech, and they had Cheryl Swoops. Those are the only 2 teams. So y'all better play some man-to-man. So I'm going to let you know, okay, we're going to be playing man-to-man.
Listen, I would expect you to. Coach, let me ask you this. P.J. Haggerty is a guy who I don't think is getting much love. When you talk about the preseason talks of everything, this young man is probably one of the best, if not the best players in the Big 12. He's so underrated. What are your thoughts on him? What has he brought to the table, and how do you feel about him not getting the same recognition and love that some of these other players are getting?
Yeah, I ain't worried about what anybody else thinks about him and what they're giving on the outside. We know on the inside we got the best point guard in the country, and he's learning how to be a leader. Right now, he's never required that before. He was just required to go out and hoop, and he did.
He did.
And now we're asking him to lead. And so he's best point guard in the country, and he's learning how to be a great leader. And I'm fired up.
Jerome Tang, Kansas State basketball coach. Appreciate your time as always, Coach. Good luck this year. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot. Go Cats.
Jerome Tang joining King McClure, myself, Ari Temkin here from the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City at Big 12 Basketball Media Days. Along with King McClure, I'm Ari Temkin. Let's talk a little K-State hoops. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Thank you. All right, why K-State?
Really just close to home, and Coach Tang and the whole staff made me feel valued and made me feel like more than a basketball player. So that's why I chose K-State.
How has Coach Tang been? He was full of energy when I was playing for him. Is he still the same way? What is his MO now?
I think right now he's in his calm phase. He's just letting us hoop within practice. I think he's just excited for the game to start. But right now he's just real cool, calm, collected. Yeah.
What about you, PJ? Why K-State?
I would say Coach Tang for sure. Him just talking throughout the whole process, seeing what he can do for me and just the team he brought with us and the impact we can have throughout the whole season.
I got a chance to watch both of you guys a lot last year. And as a basketball player, former hooper, what is an area of your game in which you worked on the most this season, in the offseason?
I would say just reading, coming off pick and rolls, saying I can be more of a playmaker, I would say, and just helping my teammates get good shots.
For me, it was just my main focus was getting stronger, to defend better, rebound better, and then just making simple reads and simple basketball plays.
Have you put on any weight?
Yeah, for sure.
How much have you put on?
In the summer, I put on, I want to say like 15 pounds.
Oh, sheesh. Phil was doing good, huh?
Yeah, Phil was doing his job a little bit.
PJ King says you're the most underrated player in the conference.
No
He
doubt.
says, we look at player of the year potential with JT Toppin being the player of the year last year, being the preseason player of the year. He says PJ Haggerty is as good as anybody in this conference. He could be the player of the year.
I would agree with that statement, but I think just us as a team, I think everything will work itself out. I think us just playing together, winning games, and whatever happens, just happens.
How difficult is it to come together and create, generate chemistry amongst a team with all you guys coming together as a new team, essentially?
I would say it starts off the court. I mean, we all gel off the court, all make jokes, hang out. It's not just basketball with us. I think if you build the bond off the court, the on the court would just be more stronger.
Yeah, let's go back to what Ari just said, because I truly do think that when you talk about all the hype that a lot of players are getting, and it's definitely deserved because they played in this conference last year. But for you, knowing what you did last year in Memphis, right, how does it make you feel to not get the same level of hype as some of the other counterparts who were here last year?
I would say just a little bit. They kind of knocked the conference a little bit just because it's a mid-major. But I think it was a great conference. It helped me develop, and I think at the end of the day, it just is what it is. I just got to go out there, just win games, and just prove myself.
So what does it mean for you? You were once at TCU. and now you're back at the Big 12. But at TCU, you didn't get as much playing time as you would like. So now you're one of the best players in the Big 12. So what does it mean? What's that mindset like to basically say, hey, I'm back and I'm better now? What's the mentality going into the Big 12 as a different caliber player?
I would say I've seen what it looked like at a young age in the Big 12. It's a physical league, a lot of good players. I would say now I'm just older, a lot better. So just ready to compete at the highest level. Said Big 12 is one of the best conferences. So I'm just ready to get it going.
PJ Haggerty, big-time scorer last year at Memphis. Abdi Bashir, also big-time scorer last year at Monmouth at 20 points per game. So what are your expectations this year? And do you have, like, I don't want to say doubts, but do you have to prove it to yourself you can play at this level?
I mean, for me, I've been proving myself as long as I've been playing, so this ain't nothing new, you know, just every level I get to, somebody always has something to say. So, I mean, I stopped trying to prove people wrong and prove myself right, and, I mean, it's been going well for me, so I'm going to just continue to keep working hard and keep doing what I got to do.
I mean, 20 points, right?
I don't care what level you are. Right. 20 points is a bucket getter, certified. I don't care what level you are on.
Defense or not, right?
Yeah, I don't care. That's legit. That's 100% legit. My man Micah Seaborn. Talk to me about you a whole lot, man. He sung your praises. What was that relationship like, having a guy like him being as one of your coaches?
Yeah, Micah, that was me and Micah was in the gym. Like, I remember the first day Micah got there, we was in the gym working out, like his first day on the job. And, you know, I worked out with him probably like every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and just soaked all the knowledge I could from him. You know, he was a great player, and, you know, he really vouched for me. Without him, I wouldn't be here for sure.
Both of you guys, what's your perception of the Big 12?
Perception of the Big 12, I would say it's very physical. From what I've seen, what I've heard, very physical, very like hard fought battles every night, I would say. So just being ready to compete for those games.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I heard it's really physical, and every game, you know, I mean, you're playing against somebody that could beat you, so you got to bring your A game every game, and you know, I'm looking forward to it.
You know, both of you guys are known for getting buckets. So how do you feed off of each other? Because it's only one basketball. So how do you feed off of each other?
Sometimes you just gotta let PJ hoop. You know, when you get in that mode, you know, you just gotta run to the corner a little bit. But I mean, we knock off each other really well. I mean, if I get going, you know, if he get going, you know, we don't get in each other's way. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a relationship we have, and you know, I'm looking forward to winning a lot of games.
You know, I was so impressed. One thing when I watched you, PJ, last year, is how frequently you got to the free throw line. I feel like that's a skill that not too many guys at this level have. I think you see it a lot in the NBA, but you really don't see it too much on this level. How did you learn to do that? How did you learn to acquire that skill?
I'll say at an early age. I mean, basketball is such like a fast-paced game. Just keep going. Everybody gets tired, so how can you slow the game down in your favor? I think free throws in that free. So, you know, nobody's guarding you. So, easiest bucket at basketball, so just learning that at a young age.
Like, do you have a target in each game? Like, this how many times I'm going to get to the foul line?
Nah, I just see how they play me, and I just try to make the game easy. I mean, basketball can be very simplified if you make it, so I just try to do that.
So, last question for me. My man, Mark Vital, right? Is a guy I played with for 3 years. How has he been? Honestly, y'all are like Baylor 2.0. I got so many dudes from Baylor.
Mark Vital's on staff at K-State?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a GA.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he's absolute dog. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I got stories for days. Absolute dog. So how
he doesn't have any eligibility left, does he?
Listen, I know if he did, he'd be on that jersey. Coach Tang would immediately get him a jersey. But how has he been on staff? What has he been able to teach you guys, especially being such a high-level winner, high-caliber winner, winning a national championship? You know, what has he meant for you guys?
I would say it means a lot. I mean, Mark Vital knows what it looks like. He knows how it is to win the Big 12, win a national championship. He's been a great mentor and just been a great leader on and off the court for us, and him just helping us, it's going to mean a lot throughout the whole season.
Yeah, Mark is an everyday guy. You know, he brings the energy every day, no matter what's going on. And if you don't meet it, then, you know, you're out of luck. So, I mean, having him around is just a blessing. And, you know, he knows what it looks like PJ said. And, you know, you just got to take everything he says with respect. You know, we walk around and call him national champ. We don't even call him Mark.
Oh, that's fire.
National champ.
That's awesome.
That's fire.
That's Abdi Bashir and PJ Haggerty joining us here for K-State Hoops from Big 12 Media Days here in Kansas City as we talk K-State Hoops on Big 12 Radio and Big 12 Studios. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.